I'm Lynn Gasso, and I met Karen with my husband, who worked with Bill for 30 some odd years for Salt Lake County.
And I'm Tony Gasso, and I've worked with Bill since he was a teenager, basically.
Do you remember what year you started working with Grandpa?
Well, I started working for the county in 1965.
Okay.
And Bill, he started, 2-3 years later.
Okay.
Because when we left together, when we retired, we both retired the same day. I think he had 35 years and I had 38.
Okay.
And the memories of Karen, it was kind of funny because everybody has their ups and downs. And Willie used to get teased a lot, but he'd do a lot of poking and teasing. Mm-hmm. And that kind of upset Karen a little bit. So at one point, she sent Bill over to my house to tell her I was weeded out of the garden.
Okay.
And I just laughed. And Bill goes, "Well, Karen told me to come over and tell you that because you was upsetting Willie." And I said, "I'm not upsetting Willie. We're just playing around. We're teasing." Mm-hmm. But that, nothing to do with it because I didn't get upset about it. She got more upset than I did. But it didn't change anything because we've been friends all these years. We still went to Wendover on and off. Mm-hmm. We went on some vacations. Went on a lot of fishing trips. But when we went on the fishing trips, Willie would get a little upset if you'd tease him a little bit, and then he'd tease you a little bit. And so I just tell Bill, the next turn, dump me off, I'm fishing on the bank.
Yeah.
But no hard feelings.
Yep. How about you, Lynn?
It's been a good time, and been good memories working with Bill, good memories with Karen. We had lots of fun together. So
I think the first time I really spent a lot of time with Karen is when we had a group in the county with the office workers like the secretary and Bill and Tony and a couple of other couples, and we would go out to dinner once a month. And that's when I really got to know Karen. And then probably my favorite, I don't know, my memory of her is that she was so worried about her brother, her youngest brother?
Skip, Barry,
No.
Butch, Bernie.
Bernie.
He was really sick and they thought he was going to die, and she didn't know what to do because they didn't have a grave for him. And I thought about it, and my mom and dad had bought a grave for me for when I lived at home. And then when I married Tony, his parents had graves, so I was going to be buried out in West Jordan. And finally one day I told Karen, I said, "Well," I says, "I have a grave. If you would like it, you can have it and bury your brother there. And my mom and dad will take care of him when it's the morning of the first resurrection."
He's buried right next to her mother and dad.
So that's one of the things that brought her and I so close together is that, well, we joked because she'd say, "I'm property owner with you, you know. I own property with you, you know." So, and from there it just kind of
Grew.
built into, she's more like a sister than like a friend. Mm-hmm. And I really miss her, but I know someday I'll see her on the other side and we'll have all the answers to the questions that we used to talk about and wonder.
Yeah.
So.
And she was sick, but she kind of just didn't want people to really know it, and she just went on her way and still done what we was doing, whatever we wanted to do. Heck, she was sick that time. Last time we went to Wendover.
We were to Wendover.
It went out to Wendover, and her and Karen spent 2 hours after dinner talking in there. Well, me and Bill was out gambling.
Yeah.
Precious memories
Yeah,
that can't be replaced.
yeah.
She was a very, very loving grandma. Proud of her granddaughter Marina.
Yeah.
Loved the fun trips that you guys took her on. And then loved the other girls with their kids too. So